One moment, you're 35,000 feet above the earth. Everything's normal. The next, everything is gone. No survivors, no answers, and the only hope for truth is this small, indestructible device. But did you know that this life-saving device, the black box, was laughed at, rejected, and nearly lost forever? In this video, you'll hear the shocking true story of the man who invented it, and what every entrepreneur can learn from his fight to change the world. From devastating crashes to global breakthroughs, from rejection to a billion-dollar industry. This is how the black box became the silent witness that speaks for the dead, and how you can apply its lessons to your own entrepreneurial journey. Join me and let's begin. In the post-war era, aviation was exploding. The de Havilland Comet became the world's first commercial jetliner in the early 1950s. It was sleek, fast, and futuristic. But then, disaster. Multiple comets fell from the sky without warning. Hundreds of lives were lost. The wreckage was often at the bottom of the sea. Investigators were blind. They had no idea what was happening in the cockpit moments before impact. The public began to panic. Airlines faced an existential threat. And yet, despite a clear need for answers, there was no system in place to capture what actually happened inside those aircraft. This is the first layer of our story. A world where disasters happen but solutions don't exist. A situation every entrepreneur should recognize. The gap between the problem and innovation. Dr. David Warren wasn't an entrepreneur. He was a scientist, an outsider to the business world. His father had died in an unexplained air crash in 1934, and that tragedy shaped his life's mission. In the 1950s, Warren worked at the Aeronautical Research Laboratories in Melbourne, Australia. His job? Figure out why planes were crashing. One day, while at an electronics fair, he saw something quite ordinary, a mini tape recorder. And then something clicked. What if planes had recorders? Devices that captured cockpit voices, engine data, and instrument readings. It was simple, obvious, and revolutionary, and yet it was utterly rejected. Airlines feared exposure of pilot error. Bureaucrats saw no immediate value, and colleagues mocked the idea. One even called it a useless extra piece of weight. But Warren didn't quit. He built a prototype by hand. He called it the Flight Memory Unit. It could survive crashes, store vital data, and change aviation forever. Lesson number 1. Crazy ideas often sound ridiculous until they don't. If people call you insane, you might just be onto something. For entrepreneurs, resilience in the face of an early rejection is non-negotiable. Warren faced this for nearly a decade. Let's also pause and reflect. How many groundbreaking ideas die not because they're bad, but because the world isn't ready to listen?
It has an American unit on show. It doesn't mention the country which first made it mandatory. It doesn't mention the country that first flew one in the air, which is this one. It doesn't mention the push we had for 14 years to get the Americans even to recognise the value of it.
Dr. David Warren, lamenting about the failure of Washington's Smithsonian Institute to recognise an Australian invention.
In 1960, disaster struck Australia. A Fokker Friendship aircraft crashed near Mackay in Queensland, killing all 29 people on board. This was a turning point. The public demanded answers. The government finally took Warren's invention seriously. They conducted trials and the results were undeniable. By 1967, Australia mandated the use of black boxes, becoming the first nation to do so. This triggered a domino effect globally. Countries followed. Aviation safety evolved. Investigations became faster, more precise, and far more effective. Lesson number 2. Timing is everything. Some of the best innovations arrive too early. As entrepreneurs, you must understand that the market may not be ready. But when the moment comes, You must be ready to act. We see this in countless business stories. Apple launched the Newton PDA too early in the 1990s, but years later the world was ready for the iPhone. Warren's story echoes this truth. Even more remarkable, Warren's invention remained unpatented. The priority was safety, not profit, a crucial decision that would shape his legacy. Today, black boxes are essential to global aviation. But who builds them? Enter Honeywell Aerospace, a Fortune 100 company based in the United States. Honeywell dominates the black box market. Their devices are engineered to extreme standards, able to withstand 3,400 times the force of gravity, temperatures of over 1,000 degrees centigrade, and deep-sea submersion for 30 days or more. These aren't just gadgets. They are marvels of resilience, designed to ensure that even in the worst disasters, the truth can still be found. Honeywell didn't invent the black box. They executed. They scaled. They integrated the technology into a vast safety ecosystem. Lesson number 3. Execution beats invention. Being first isn't enough. Facebook wasn't the first social network. Amazon wasn't the first online store. And Honeywell wasn't the first to the black box. But they are the biggest. For entrepreneurs, this is gold. Focus not just on creating, but on delivering, scaling, and sustaining. Dr. David Warren passed away in 2010. He never made a fortune from his invention, but his work has saved countless lives. Every time a plane lands safely, every time a crash is understood and future disasters are prevented, we owe something to David Warren's vision. Lesson number 4. Purpose creates products that endure. Purpose-driven innovation, solving real problems, builds lasting impact. Tesla wasn't born out of a desire for quick profit. It was born from a mission to revolutionize transportation. Patagonia focuses on environmental preservation as much as product. Warren's black box embodies this truth. Let's recap on the 4 key entrepreneurial lessons that you can learn from the black box story. Number 1, timing is everything. Number 2, crazy ideas can actually change the world. Number 3, execution beats innovation. And number 4, purpose over profit. So if you're an innovator, a dreamer, an entrepreneur, draw inspiration from David Warren's story and remember to never give up on your ideas because they can change the world. If you've enjoyed this video, hit the notification bell so you can be notified when the next one drops. In the meantime, why not check out one of these 2 videos and go and check out similar stories for yourself. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. It's been a pleasure having you along. Hope to see you next time. Cheers.